I have a question feature request. Say, for example, I have multiple different alert setups. For example, I have a Google alert and a Tesla alert in TradingView, but I have the position size set to 100%. So, say for example, there's a buy signal for Google strategy, so the bot puts in 100% into that trade. Then, for example, a few hours later, there's a buy signal for Tesla while I'm still 100% in Google trade. What happens in that scenario? Does it just not buy Tesla at all? Does it exit 50% of the Google trade and go 50% in Tesla? Is there a way to make it prioritize certain stocks over other stocks? Thanks. So obviously had a conversation with this person. They understood we wouldn't sell half the position and have the other position on and that sort of thing. But this is something that's come up again and again in support where people they're starting to, there's a group of people who start to think of TradersPost as, hey, if I can think it, this may be a way for me to do this within TradersPost. Like I don't have to bust my head, bang my head against the wall in PineScript or hire a developer, whatever. If I ask TradersPost, chances are they might give me information or a series of options that actually does what I needed to do. And I wanted to know if, in your mind, do you see TradersPost as eventually being a place where, hey, if you can think it, you can do it within here. We're giving you the option to change the different conditions and to have things work together and different combinations for you to be able to do complex orders that you would normally need to program separately and just send the final signal over, or is this sort of like, hey, we didn't anticipate that people want to do all this thing within the TradersPost environment? I was curious about getting your feedback on that.
Yeah, I think the product vision has always been around how do we find ways to improve the automation around entries and exits, even if that means more position management tools, more risk management tools, position sizing tools, rules around which options contracts to select. In the future, I think we want to explore adding additional screeners and filters around options contract selections. So you could specify a range of strike prices, a range of deltas, a range of thetas, like anything that's relevant to the types of contracts that you're looking for, how deep out of the money, things like that. People have asked for additional tools around how to manage take profits and stop losses in terms of ticks or points for futures. That's something we can look into in the future. So yeah, we definitely are constantly looking for ways in which we can offload some of that work from our users who are looking to trade in a specific way, to make that more automated and make the experience more fluid and streamlined using TradersPost to work with whatever broker they prefer to work with. I think the big feature set that's important to us is that when we integrate features, we want to make sure that it's useful and relevant to multiple brokers. So we're less likely to explore features that only work with one broker, for example. Like there might be some kind of like special tool that one of the crypto exchanges makes available in terms of order management, but then no other crypto exchange offers that. So it's a lot less likely for us to explore that option because we're looking for a fluid interface across multiple brokers. So yeah, I think definitely that's the way we're thinking.
I'm finding it very interesting. Very cool. I mean, obviously, been working with TradersPost for a while, and every time I think to myself, "Oh, I got my head around it," I think to myself, I find new options, and I go, "I never used this option. I've used this platform for more than a year now. I've never seen this option before." I think that's pretty funny.
Yep.
All right,
that's probably our bigger problem at this point. Is there's so many different features. It's easy to get lost in all the settings. So I think our bigger job is going to be also trying to clean up how that process works to make it easier to understand all the features you have available to you.
That's right. But you're rewarded then for investing your time and your energy learning our platform because one, there's going to be more options that come through, and two, when you think of something you want to do in the future, you'll be able to say, "Oh, I can actually do that with TradersPost." It saves me a huge amount of headache and time and money.
Mm-hmm.